Kia ora tui, kia ora whānau, welcome back to the 2025 Premier Touch League. Barry Curtis Park here in Tamaki Makaurau, South Auckland. It's been a wonderful day so far as we start on game 5 of the day. It's been some great games up to now. This one, men's game, Heat, fresh off a solid win against the Strikers, up against the Stingrays from the Central region. Looking forward to a great game. Thankfully, the day has cooled off a little bit. The sun's hiding behind the clouds, so it's kind of making it more manageable. Having said that, the wind has picked up a little bit. Wind heading from, as your screen sees it, from the right to the left. So it'll be interesting to see just how they change things up there. Just in terms of our referees, great to see them. Brett Kimpton, Baxter Robinson-Kinnear, young referee doing wonderful things at the moment, and Declan Richardson in the seat next to me. I'm grateful to welcome Damien Burden, head coach of the Touch Blokes. Damo, how are you?
Yeah, kia ora, Rod. Excited to be making my commentary debut alongside you today. But yeah, like you said, it's been a great day of touch so far up here in Tamaki Makaurau. I had the privilege of watching the Stingrays in their first game, and they're going to bring some excitement into this one against the undefeated Heat. So should be a good match.
Yeah, just before we get underway here, just a massive thank you to our sponsors. I'm all here to Waiora, SAS, Silver Fern, and Essex. Always good to have them on board, and they're here with us. Yeah, I'm looking forward to a fast game here. There's some big names. You see the Central Stingrays up. They'll be looking to the old head, Sonny Tawehi, Darius Banger, Hitler Morden. Nui Andrews is in there, and the man, Ty Rolls Pie White. Got plenty of moves. Be interesting to see how they can lead their team around. And for this Heat, Damo, how's that looking for you?
Yeah, look, there's a lot of firepower in the Heat, and also some exciting young talent from our 18s and 20s program. So certainly they're playing a fast brand of touch, and led by some of their leaders, likes of Reiki Willison and Trey Pohepi, who have been really dominant today thus far. So no, should be a great match. The Rolls Paiwai brothers, like you said, they were pretty dynamic in their first up. Close loss to Metro, so looking forward to some of the fancy plays they put out there on the line as well, but also some of the exciting defence they throw out too. So,
yep, you can never forget about Portinet. He'll be there or thereabouts. And in this one, it'll be just interesting to see. I was pleased to see in the earlier game with the Heat the combination, the young combination of Wainan and Ohia playing 3-3, and obviously they're working off their links to Whare and Cruz Walters. So young crew, very dynamic. They have been working together really, really well. So Stingrays will have to be on their game to match it.
Yeah, certainly think so. The Stingrays had no trouble scoring tries in their first game. It was just a couple of little defensive connections let them down, but it was their first run, so I expect them to come out a bit stronger in this one.
Yeah, nobody ever wants to give too much away in any of these games. There's bragging rights sitting on top of most of this. We just see Stingrays just trying to set up for a sweep there, faking net, looking for late. Thought they might hit the wing on a chop there for that play that we can't name.
One of the hallmarks of the Heat game thus far, they're really good at getting forward, so they get into the grind early on. They ruck really well through the field, and they've got a lot of time for their strike at the back end of sets, and it's something I'm expecting to see.
Oh, nice pick. Nice pick. He's through the back. He managed to shake himself loose. Great work there, Nico Irahe. Working into that hole. Worked himself right through there for Riley Ranui. Just nice little pick. Identified it. Little kick, and he was all the way through. Ty Rolls Paiwai couldn't stay with him. It's a great start for the Heat. First time down. Come up with the goods. From the Heat, they'll be well aware that they need to stop it. As soon as you score, you need to stop whatever's coming through on the next one. Looking long, Hignett Morgan finds the mark.
Yeah, great pass there too to the wing, but also equally great defence from Trey Pohepi, touch black swinger, getting out easily and tidying that one up.
He's been playing well today as Trey. You see Hignett Morgan trying to find it. Sonny Tawehi.
It's a strong combination, that one, Rod. So Darius and Sonny have played a lot of touch together through their club stuff. Also, if you're watching a bit of the Fijian Cup, they played really well for the Elements crew there. But yeah, good connection between those two.
Yeah, they worked well during the Opens, playing mixed for counties. Both boys adept to it. The other counties boy in this Stingrays team, Nui Andrews. So look to those combinations, but it was a great way for them to get started. As we see an early give by Kobe. Nice recovery. Dominic Ernst. Great recovery there. Making that save. Didn't panic. Stuck with him to Whare. Kobe Reed. It's going to look short. Yeah, 2 out. Notice they were looking for that play in the previous game. Just looking short by playing 2 out and working off it. Moses Puru, old head, knows one way. Get forward, get down the park.
Yeah, he'll certainly do that job for you, Will Moses, and good banter from him as well. Like he'll be talking and geeing up his team.
It's not like him, is it, Damien?
Haha.
It's quite easy. He's into the hole. Nice feed. Read and deliver. Great work. Great work.
Yeah, it's one of the strengths of the Rolls Paiwo brothers as they come out of the box. So you see Ty setting for Portini, who can play really, really fast. He's got amazing footwork and got that ability to get a good, safe pass away too, hitting the link and just buying a bit of time there.
Playing smart too, understanding that Poihip is defending this wing, so it's probably not the wing to play to. Although in the normal circumstance, Stingrays would want to play to this lower end to finish their set out there.
There's some great defence there in ID from the Stingrays player on Tawera Ohea, who's express pace, so he's held really well and recovered on that one to get a stop.
Nice direct yardage here, just getting forward, getting themselves into a great position. Just lost a bit of connection there. If they play it out, finish it right over. Unfortunate. I guess they're still counted as a complete. Move from one end of the field to the other. Used it up. I think the pace has certainly picked up in this game compared to the one before it, which is great to see. A little more urgency. There's plenty of chatter, both boxes, working hard.
Yeah, there's some real experience in that heat box as well, and you've got the likes of Shannon Tomuru and Bailey across there giving feedback as well as their coaching crew. So, and they've got Afion Jones who's resting this game too. So there's some really good leaders in their box that'll be helping some of their young crew that are out playing this game.
Yeah, forward pass just off the body read there by Andrews. Puts the Heat in great position to set up an attack.
I'm liking the aggressive defence of the Heat as the Stingrays exit off. So they've put real pressure on there and they're forcing those extra passes, and it's rewards for them in that one. So
you see the Heat young bucks setting themselves up. Kobe Reed on the ball. Not quite close. Will he release early? Not quite. Willison just trying to create something. Didn't quite come off. Ref called forward pass. But you can see the Heat here working hard through this orange zone. Stepping up, taking everything they can away.
An equally good rucking here from the Stingrays. So coming out really strong. And playing to the ref's calls there. He's probably thought he was getting a penalty out of that one.
Hignett Morgan just trying to play behind the back of Reed. Didn't quite come off, but not a bad option to take in that instance.
Good defensive step here by the Stingrays. Like they're really limiting the Heat's yardage pattern, so they're going to stop them in fairly good position for their next attack.
Yeah, but bit of a nice strong touch there. Bit of a change in style there from the Heat that time. They went lateral straight away instead of getting forward on that first one. Sonny Tawehi in, Pudu, Andrews. Yeah, important that they don't allow these errors to start creeping in. Heat don't need any invitation.
Yeah, I think it's going to come down this one. If the team that wins this orange zone and keeps the other team off the line, both teams obviously have got a lot of shots they can fire on attack, but it's going to come down to this battle of the orange here through the middle of the field. So at the moment, the Heat have probably got the better of that, but certainly the Stingrays are coming up in that area too.
Great work there by the Stingrays defensively. See if they can snub this one out going long. Great work by the winger, Poihipi.
You can see that connection with the Stingrays building as the game goes on. They're looking a lot more connected. They're being more aggressive through this area of the field, and they're starting to win penalties like that. So certainly they're up for this game. They're certainly up for it.
Yep, did his best Hollywood act there. Portony worked well. Or Ty, sorry. I like it. They've been nice and patient. Splitter. Head to the outside. Hands.
Yeah. They ran that platform a few times in the last game too, Rod, and it seems to be a play that Portony's enjoying. So he's running that, we call it a Penrith, so he's running that little splitter play on the sweep the link platform and coming back in and creating numbers. And they're running some really good lines off it. Again, there's a pretty close. Good stop from the Heat defence as well.
Yeah, they're certainly firing plenty of bullets at Heat, which is great to see. Nothing wrong with the confidence. And working hard in this orange zone too. Stingray stepping up, just the touches are nice and heavy. Just meaning that the Heat really do have to get your body position right at the ruck. And as we all know, controlling the ruck is the key to everything.
I like the composure the Heat show. So obviously the Stingrays are up at the moment, but the Heat, they're not panicking. They know they just get to their sets and get a finish like that. Excellent finish from Trey, diving outside the field of play and placing that inside the field of play.
Yep, nothing better than simple things done well. And it's just a draw pass. They worked it well.
An excellent skill set from all the boys there. So the crossover play, just their depth and their spacing, and the catch pass skill set that we're seeing in some of our game at the moment is really coming up and improving, and it's really good to see tries like that being scored.
It's good tight spaces, and they're still able to manipulate and get the ball away. We see a sweep on. Can Tawehi get him? I thought he might have just got his body around. The referee says otherwise.
He really is a master of that play, Sonny. He's very, very good on a link quickie.
Yeah, late just came a little bit too long for Hignett Morgan. Maybe a little bit earlier. And the defence would have changed their mind a little bit about what they were going to do. They were certainly heavily latched on that one.
Hignett Morgan's causing them quite a bit of trouble down there on the line at the moment, and he's getting a fair bit of space to run. I'm wondering if the adjustment will be just to tighten up and play a bit tighter on him. They're manning him fairly early at the moment, but he's so good at manipulating that kind of early man. We'll see what they do to adjust as the game builds.
Stingray's just trying to push the passive there, didn't quite come off, but these are the errors. These are the errors the coaching staff really need to just have a bit of a chat to the boys. Just need to get forward, take the errors out, no need to rush. Don't sacrifice speed for accuracy.
That's a great touch there too, just slowing up play.
And you see here Stingrays just taking their time, not lifting in any hurry. See Hignett Morgan stepping up, that's a link. Yeah, that was a link, mate. That was planned. They were going to try and play Hignett Morgan to the outside. Didn't quite come off for the Heat. No doubt they'll go there again as we see Walters. releasing early. It's a name that the touching fraternity will be well aware of. Cruz Walters certainly stepped up as a player in his own right now. Out of the shadows. Wonderful link. Nice big frame. Good touch.
Oh,
good
great
touch.
This is a great set so far from the from the Stingrays on the line. Really going to give them confidence.
Stay tight, stay connected. Well done.
Followed up by a great transition set as well.
Yep, patience. That's what they need. They're doing it well. It's going to open up. Not quite the ending, I think, that they had planned when they went on. But they're doing well, Stingrays, at the moment. Wing steps up. Just to slow things down a bit. And it seems that the Stingrays very, very conscious about the 4-5 touch and where everyone's at as we see the steamroller come through. All here, gone long.
Oh.
Forward pass, but great work by the winger there.
He's had a couple of great stops in this half, just reading when that long ball's going and getting out.
Number 7, Naho Te Pā. Great reading there. Puru looks like he really is enjoying himself out there. The show and the go.
Yeah.
Nothing too fancy. Just doing what's required. Nice solid drop there by Highway. They're in. Can they play that now? Look at the inside ball. Out. Oh! Forward pass maybe. It's worth a touchdown. It's probably not a thing.
Yeah. Great wee tip back. I think he possibly was in himself if he put that one down, but you can see that they're not afraid to play an expansive, exciting game. And good pressure there on the back end of that little area, so he's given them good field position for a whole set at the line.
Yeah, important that they don't rush this. Just be patient with your play selection, who you're going to take. So be a link drop, vacant it back inside. I think that Morgan just showing experience here. Referee Brett Kimpton trying to get the Heat side up. Ooh.
Still got a big smile on his face there, Rod. So just a wee slip. Yeah, yeah.
I think you were saying to yourself, I had you. The drop.
Yeah.
Ooh, didn't quite. I think he was looking for the long.
Yeah. Good help from the link there, getting up to make that touch on the 32. It allowed them to stay man and good spacing on Darius Ignat Morgan there. So took away some of the space that he's had.
5 minutes to go. This is a drawn game. Very even. Very, very even. I think what we're seeing is the young guns against some old heads in the Stingrays. They like that little two-out play to the Heat. It's just unfortunate for them. Stingrays aren't really biting in on that, choosing to hold.
Yeah, and they're getting good shape now when they're holding, so I think the direct plays are on. They're certainly opening up a bit of space, but once they collapse them, it does open up to the outside, as we saw with that Trey try earlier.
It's nice work, bit of work there from the Heat. Now they go into transition, get lateral. There's time, there's 3, this is 4 coming now. Someone's going to have to punch, and here's the punch set. Did he get the gate? There's some speed coming up late. Nearly on. And that's what I guess a lot of coaches don't like it. I actually enjoy when players express themselves like that. I guess percentage-wise, they're not the best passes to make or have. But I think sometimes as coaches we can coach a lot of that out of our players. And it was something in days gone by that we were really, really good at.
Yeah, I think, if you watch our highlights or you go down and watch some of our games that aren't streamed, there's a lot of flair. It's a real strength of touch in our country. We've got so many players with footwork and vision that can then put incredible tries on. 2 of them out here with the ball at the moment, actually. So, we certainly want players to be able to express themselves and to play their natural game.
Portini wanting to use his feet. Oh, yes, I think that's
fantastic.
down. No.
Oh,
Touch called. But to where he dives so far out, so low.
impressive defence as well.
It's interesting there. Stingrays choosing to suck on that one.
Oh,
Here, got on the outside. The wing did a wonderful job there just to get his hand in the way. 1.5 minutes to half time. Still even. It's been a real battle. A real battle at the moment. Good reading there by the winger. Got on the lane, managed to snatch it out. Early give. Just getting forward. Been impressed with Puru.
it's another great set. Really getting to their strike comfortably now.
Now, what can they create from this? He's going to go long. Oh, he's looking for the late.
Oh,
That has to be third time lucky. Great work by Stingrays. You see them just nice drop there. Little pump. Very good latch. He latched them well and truly. It was great work that puts them up 3-2. 1.5 to go. I think Stingrays will be feeling happy with themselves at this stage, Damo.
Oh, they should be. They're certainly building into it, and I really like how they've started to connect a whole lot more defensively too. Their last game, that wasn't on our stream, they had a bit of a slow start against the Metro team, but once they started to connect defensively, they started to stop a whole lot more of the touchdowns, and they're finding good stable shape here at the moment. So, and as I say it, there's they create a collapse and they score a good simple first chopper try there.
Perfect. Usually it's me giving those ones away, Damo. This time it was you. It was nice, though. The searching got him behind. Defender tried to lift a little bit too hard. So we draw it even. 1 minute to go. Stingrays will have to get down there real quick if they want to go into the half in the lead. Either way, I think they'll be feeling very happy with where they are at this stage. Certainly making the Heat work for every touch. Just trying to milk, look for that penalty.
So the Heat know the time here as well, so they're not rushing anything. They just want to stay and hold shape, and when you've got the likes of Ricky Willison out there, who's a fantastic defender, they're not going to panic. They're going to stay nice and composed. And
that's number 2. 14 seconds to go. And if they're aware of the clock, they'll have to go and go quick. Look for bang at a chuck, step back. It's gone 2 out. Touched it mid-air. Yeah, I thought the ball was touched mid-air. Went forward. So we nearly run this half out.
it must be seconds left. Our clock's showing half time, so expect the hooter to go any second.
Portini toying a little bit. It's got such good feet. Such good feet. A little bit concerned at this stage, just with that time overrun. Looking for the phase. Can he give it?
Great D there from Kobe Reed. So he's holding. He's not giving up an easy phase. They're so close to the line. The second phase play just doesn't have time. Really, really smart play from the young man. That was a great defensive set from the Heat, really connected and composed. And that's what they're going to have to do in the second half to come out and to beat the Stingrays team, because the Stingrays are hungry. They're not going to die wondering, and they've certainly put out a great performance in this first half.
And that's us. That's the end of this first half. A great game. It sees both teams even. We'll see you on the return side in 2 minutes.
The kaupapa of a Mōhia Te Waiora is to promote alcohol harm minimisation that is mana enhancing, community owned and strength based. A Mōhia Te Waiora means to uphold wellness. It's designed to be championed by communities, whānau and people who want to change the place of alcohol in our society. We support local and cross-government actions that make alcohol less visible, less affordable and less available to help shift social norms. This is our contribution to a healthier and more equitable Aotearoa. Because we're stronger when we kōrero together, work together, support each other, haka together, take the field together, awhi each other, be there for each other, manaaki one another, stand together. Let's reduce alcohol harm, Aotearoa.
Hoki mai anō whānau. Welcome back to this, our fifth game of the PTL, first day. Great scenes here. Massive struggle between the Heat and the Stingrays. It's been an absolute arm wrestle. No one giving any quarter. It'll be interesting to see how this second half goes. What were your views on that first half, Damo?
Yeah, look, if anything, I think the Stingrays had the better of that one coming into it, but the Heat never go away. Like they've got a lot of experience, and I know they've got a bit of experience on the bench in this game, but yeah, look, I'm expecting a cracking second half. Contrasting styles, which is exciting to see too. So.
Yeah, it's a real challenge for the coaches, but you know, defensively on the line, Stingrays done a wonderful job of just working this Heat offense. Heat, they're always patient.
Yeah, I think the Stingrays are at their best when they can hold really stable, so they've been very good on those kind of crossover quickie plays. Where they have a bit more trouble is in these situations where they get collapsed and there's space for the Heat to attack, but decisive, connected there, really, really good.
Not panicking. And the Heat were throwing a fair bit at them that time. It's important here that just head down, butt up, just get up the field. You've just done a great job of defending it. Now work hard and have your break.
Yeah, talking of hard work, I want to shout out the far wing for the Stingrays. It's James McDougall. He's played every minute of every game. As we see another great finish to transition, so they're certainly playing with speed.
Dominic Ernest nearly through there. Winan.
You can just feel the pace and intensity have come up here, so good halftime talks from the coaches. They've put a rocket up them and they're ready to come and play here.
Yeah, it's typical of Shane Tamuri. He knows one way. If there is a workhorse in this game, it is him. He'll work hard all the time. Pushing their young chargers, making sure they can get the best out of them. Great work. The 3-3 hold just opening up a little bit there for the Stingrays. Important that they stay connected. Nice step back. Early release. And Pui Hippie in that situation.
Certainly tiptoeing the sideline there.
It was great work. You're right about the sideline.
Yeah.
He nearly put the ball down on top of the cone.
I think there must have been millimetres between his foot and the sideline there too. It was a close one. Great balance.
Nico Edahe, great work. Just to extend, get a bit of a break. 4-3. He's close. He likes the open spaces. There's to where he going to open him. Hignett Morgan is going to go long. Looking 2 out.
Well, that would have been an interesting foot race if the link caught hold of that one. You see Portini rolls Pie White. Come on, yeah. Just asking the question. Nui Andrews. Try to get a bit of a sneaky one there. Go early. Ref wasn't having a bar of it. Sweep around.
Ooh. Here's a bit of an intricate play, Damo.
Actually, I saw that one run against Metro. It reaped rewards in that one, so they scored off that one, the brothers. They got a few tricks up their sleeve. I guess it's years of backyard touch together with their dad. So
Andrew's just trying to pop a sinker on there. It's a pretty hard thing to do when you got someone the frame size of Kobe Reed. It's a long way to go over the top of.
Yeah. You can really see that the Heat team, their D is looking nice and stable to start. Their exit strong. So I really think they're going to come out firing in this half.
Yeah, Wynan just working the defense at the moment. Mania Herbert got the call late, puts the ball down, that extends it.
So he's just caught Moses Puru slightly short there, so. Oh, yes, you can see just a fraction in front of the line.
It's so hard, especially when you're up against players with feet that are that quick. Really do have to be on your game in terms of your recovery on that defensive line. Sweep on, very stable platform. He's got a very stable platform. Nobody really panics. All these young boys doing a wonderful job.
And they're winning at the ruck here at the moment too. Yeah, good D, Kobe Reed again.
Yeah, that's that sinker. I'm not sure that's the play when that individual's on, or certainly don't play at that side.
He certainly had a real defensive presence in this game, and he's getting up in that lane and he's making it really hard. But he's also allowing his winger to hold, which is great.
See Tafara head down. She's a blast through. Rocky Willison, he had the plan to hit the passive on that one with a fastball at that too. Thankfully for Stingray, they managed to get their hand in the way. Riley Darnui.
Gee, it must be close, that one. So he had got a good look there.
He's just a hair in it, I think. It was very, very close. It was a wonderful setup. Willison taking control of things here at the moment. Trying to work the link. Hayter, is he going to try and get him behind? Didn't quite work.
Yeah, good defense from the link there. Moses Puru again. He's got up and he's killed that play. Really helped out his middle.
And up for yards as well as Puru. Heat 5-3 up. It's the final. What can they build off the back of this? Hignett Morgan going long. It's got a wonderful pass. No touch.
No touch.
Good honesty by the Heat winger there. But a wonderful pass. And we're been well aware of Banger's pass in the, in all the games that he plays. That time play selection, he found it.
And good reward for McDougall out on that wing. Again, hasn't had a minute off yet in this game.
You like him, Damo?
I like him. I like his work rate. He's really putting in the effort out there, and yeah, he's earned that one.
It's the one. Yeah, you can never ever say enough about the wingers. They do a wonderful job, and certainly is a specialist position. Winding into the hole, just needs to square up a little bit. I thought he had a little bit more room to work with there. Could have pushed into that hole or here. Rolls Pie White. Didn't fall for the step. Yeah, he was just calling for him to stay wide, not to shut the space too early.
You can hear the noise coming up in the box out here, Rod. Both teams are certainly up for it.
They got one flip that's come off. Didn't quite come off to the right man. This is a recount set. That's 3 there. He will be well aware of where they are. They've got to go. This is the final. The pick comes from, they need to set somewhere. 3-3. Looking for the late. No, he's gone in behind. Great work, great control.
We Superman finish at the end there too. You almost caught that in the air.
Was patient, searched, got him behind the line. Puru just couldn't stay with his man. Just allowing the Heat to extend out to a 2-touchdown lead.
I think the Stingrays will be a wee bit disappointed with that one. There was a really good stable set from them, and they got their composure on the line, and it was just off that last strike.
Splitter didn't quite come. I think what I like to see, Damon, with that splitter is if the splitter's coming hard and fast, so it gives them the option to realistically go low and early.
And curl back short side. Like there's a tendency for some players to want to man it, and if they do, if you're hitting the ball fast and flat, you've got a short side option, and the link can't really help you out on the splitter either because you've already got that natural person who's split to the outside. So it's certainly a play that's been run a lot in New Zealand and Australia. If you watch footage from here and overseas, there's plenty of teams using that platform.
Great work here by the Heat. Cruz Walters, there's a good one touch. If there's any touch that's important, it's that first one when you're on transition, just to build your momentum. You found that for Heat. They're in a good position now. All here, Wine just trying to work one another, opening up the 3 now. They worked it quite well. I thought they'd opened up their 3-3 gate.
I'd love to see here get a chance to use his speed. He's rapid. He can certainly move, so you don't want to give him too much space. I have been really impressed with Ollie Winan's work in this game. Like he works hard through transition. He's a good, solid defender, and he certainly knows what he's about on the line as well.
Been good. You see these two back to it again. Cohorts. Didn't quite see the picture that they were after. Great work there defensively by the Stingrays. Nice solid touch. Yeah.
Then we see that splitter platform again.
Rolls Pie White. Nice stepping up on that one there just to take it away.
Yeah, another great defensive set from the Stingrays there, Rod.
8.5 on the clock, so there's still plenty of time. It's anyone's game still.
We're seeing a wee away set from the box here, so obviously they've talked about that to try and combat some of the aggressive press from the 07 Heat team. But unfortunately, there's an error as they come back.
Yeah, plenty of referees on the field at the moment. It's a little bit unfortunate for Stingrays there. Important that they take care of the ball, especially through transition. You see Willison back on again. Poihipi playing over in the link space. Just while Reed finds his place again to Whare. Reed on a sweep, early back. Low. Great work.
I love the balance of Reiki Willison. Like he's come on, you can see the composure he brings, and then we see the sweep for Kobe Reed and early release back to Reiki, who doesn't, he doesn't panic. He just picks the perfect option there too. They've caught the defensive winger holding the line a wee bit, so he's kind of stuck 2-on-1. Really, really good from 07 Heat.
Yeah, Heat probably this is the first game that I've seen today where the early give has kind of been what they've been going to. It's been a good change up for them. Stingrays need to be just a little bit wary here that the game doesn't start to extend itself too much. They've played wonderfully up to now defensively. Done a wonderful job. It's a nice drive there by Winan as we go over the top. Poihipi looking for out in. Didn't quite come off. Didn't play back in the middle again. Here, just try and get square, get up the field.
So here's their away set again.
Oh, he's got some pace too, is the man.
Yeah. I may be wrong here. I'm sure I saw him playing opens for Manawatu at Nats and then backed up for the in the 30s men's final down in Christchurch. Apologies, James McDougall, if you weren't in the 30s men's. But I'm fairly certain he's had a bit of touch lately.
It was a solid grade. I've got to admit, 30 men's, 27 women's. Some wonderful touch. Being ahead at Morgan, looking for the player to chop, didn't quite come. So obviously hailing from Dunedin, Damo, how's the touch scene down those ways?
Yeah, it's wrapped up for us now for the season. We've got a couple of our young players up here playing for the Raiders women's team, which is really, really cool. So a couple of our Columbus schoolgirls have come up to play, and their teacher and coach Dana Turnbull's also up here playing. But yeah, Dunedin's kind of shifting into winter sport mode. Certainly feels like it weather-wise too. The temperatures dropped a wee bit, Rod. So
yeah, I think it's had a wee bit of effect on the player availability for this tournament as well. Winter code's already underway. And wishing those up north, away with Te Rarawa in Ngāti We've got a tournament going on at the moment. There's a big frame powering his way through. It was kind of simple in the end.
Yeah, nicely finished. We'll have a look at the replay here. I think it's speed out of half and then just extra numbers outside the link. So they never go away, the Stingrays. I really like the tenacity that they bring. Like I said earlier, they're never going to die wondering. They're going to keep going, and they do go for the whole 40 minutes.
Dominic Ernst, he's certainly got some acceleration, pace off the line. It's the opportunity. 4.5 to go.
Yeah.
There's only 2 points difference.
Yeah, another early turnover there. So if the Heat can, if the Stingrays can get into the back of the transition here, they're going to have another good look at the line on this one.
Important that they get the right set, get the right drop, get the right man. He's on it. What can he come up with? Ooh, not quite.
Yeah.
Just hoping that late might have just held them, the Heat team up a little bit. Didn't matter too much in the end. Pass not to hand. Ooh, lost ball.
That was a really good stop, that last defensive set. That was Caleb Wright getting up and snuffing that play out. Because Hignett Morgan's certainly been a danger man in this game.
Early drop. Things start getting physical and players need to go to that. And they're getting there. Finding their way forward. This is the last. Can he get himself into the hole? He is there. Just held the ball up. So patient.
We talk about players with balance and time, and importantly, Rolls Paiwa is certainly one of those players. So there we go, and his brother's the recipient. Great pass. Sets up a bit of a grandstand finish, Rod, if they can get a stop here.
It does. 3 minutes on the clock. Not long to go. Down by 1. Stingrays, important that they get a stopper in here. I'm fairly sure if they can get down the other end, they've got plenty of talent to create. Get the wrap in. Nice, patient, stable, no panic. And a
Here we
turnover
go.
to boot.
Here's their chance.
So no errors. Just get up the field. No errors.
I'd look for Portney to be coming back out for a double upset here. And there they come.
Tandem. He's in. Just working him. Play through. There it is. Yeah. Defender made the touch. Thought that he was back on side. The referee was calling play through. But it was a nice drop. He just worked straight through. It's Rocky Willison.
Yeah, great decision in the coaching box too to back those two up. They've been really electric in the last part of this game, and to run them out again. So they had a short break while that other crew defended it, and then out came Portney and Ty.
Well, that certainly livened things up. 7 each. Just over a minute and a half. Little tails play. Worked well. If I was Stingrays, I'd go and grab that ball and run back to halfway as quick as we can, but it was nice, well worked.
Yeah, they set that up really, really well. Got the defender to probably pull pretty hard to his corner, and that little follow play was set up beautifully. Yes. And here we go again. So the same two are out here again. We'll see if they can tie this one up with about a minute to go.
Called forward. To be honest, I thought there were a couple of passes in that sequence that were forward, just reading the body language. As you see the clock wind down, just under a minute now. We don't see any gamesmanship from Heat yet.
Yeah, I imagine
to hit forward.
Yeah, I was about to say, I imagine they'll get Rocky Willison out here just to steady the ship, and he's out there. So they're not going to panic. They're going to look for a good strike on the back end of this. Yeah, clever finish there from the Heat. So they bought a bit of time.
Ooh, not quite what they were looking for. So we see Portney not happy.
Yeah, and you'd imagine the Heat are going to hold this ball. They're going to play out the clock. And what's been a really exciting game.
It has. It's been tight. It started to creep away on Stingrays a little bit, but boy, did they bring the game back. Good patience there. A few seconds left. There's that silent hooter again.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Here it goes. Well, that was a wonderful game. Absolutely enjoyed it. Enjoyed you being here too, Damo. So we see the end of our fifth game of the day. Men's Heat 8, Central Stingrays 7. Wonderful game. Looking forward to the very next one, Game 6, Northern Strikers, Central Stingrays Women's. That's at 3:30. We'll catch you on the next one.